neurons. We'll be using neural networks. So, as I said, human beings are the superior because of their brain. In the brain, there are what is called as a neuron. There are neurons. How many neurons are there? Around 86 billion neurons. Around approximately 80 plus billion neurons. 80 billion neurons. We call it as a biological neurons. What is the meaning of biological neurons? Particular way they will come together, they will give you back the feedback saying that either you run away or see a extinguisher, right, or switch off the lights or something like that, right, then you will. So the processing like this with the neurons or a network, this is called as a neural network. This is a neural network. We have a biological neural network. And then so here we have something called input neurons, hidden layer, input layer, hidden layer, and output layer is there. That is the neural network. The subset of neural network is the generative layer. Till now, what we were doing? Either we are doing classification or regression. Classification, regression is predicting how much marks a student will get because he has studied this many hours, he has attended all the classes, and he has made his homeworks. Okay, probability he will get this much marks is in the exam. This is what he can get, right? That is the prediction, right? That is the prediction. There are so many features are there. What is the feature? How many hours he studies, whether he attends the class, or if, how many hours he will use for self-study and things like that, right? These are all called features. The outcome is what? The marks what he will be getting is called as the outcome, right? There is the input, there is a process, and there is a output. So this is called as the, this is what basically we use. If I use a neurons to process this, this is called as a neural network. Generative AI is the subset of a deep learning. Deep learning is biological neuron. Generative AI is nothing but the subset of the biological neurons. What, as you know, what exactly the neural network is, this generative AI is going to do is, it is going to either generate a text or video or audio, right? And also it can do some kind of a summarization, classification, sentiment analysis, question answering, right? All these things it is going to do. Question answering and all these things it is going to do, right? So this is where the generative AI started. As I said, there was a paper which was published, I think, in 2017. Attention is all you need. This was the paper published. So when we have the neural network, there are three kinds of neural networks over there. One is called as the ANN, artificial neural network, CNN, convolution neural network, and then RNN, recurrent neural network. Artificial neural network, right? And then you have the convolutional neural network. And then you have the recurrent neural network. Right? You have this. You have artificial neural network and then convolution neural network and all. So artificial neural network is a general neural network. Okay. So artificial. Yeah.
Listen. I have a list. Please everyone fill your details. Your name, college name, and today's date is there and tomorrow's date. Only today's date you put a signature. Clear? Tomorrow's again this is regarding attendance. Tomorrow's again I will take the sheet. Tomorrow you can put the signature. And at the end, signature column is there. Don't do signature. That is for receiving the certificate. After receiving the certificate, you can put a signature there. Clear? Only in today's date put a signature, and please make sure you write your name initial correctly. These names along with the college name will be printed on your certificates. Clear? I'll come after 1 hour. Make sure that everyone fills this.
Okay, so it is going to generate something, right? It is going to generate a text. Don't make nice. Okay, you can just sign and pass that sheet to the next person. Audio, video, summary, classification, and all those things. So far what it is doing, it was only doing classification or regression. Now we have a different things of this thing called as the generative. Now the question is how a machine can generate a text. How basically it is generating the what you can call it as the next word. What is called as the next word. So for this to happen, we have something called language models, and then large language models. So this is called as the LLMs, large language models. So what is large language model? How do we build a large language model or a language model? What is a language model? Suppose now I am speaking in English, you are able to understand, and if you ask the question also, I should be able to reply, because we know like English as a medium, the language we have learned. We have learned the language from so many years, that's why we are able to speak, understand, listen, and also speak, right? How can I make a machine understand this language? How can I make a machine understand this, right? That is what is the problem. For this, one is the language, second one is the lot of information. So you ask any question to the ChatGPT, it is going to answer, right? How will it answer? That means we are able to talk fluently in our mother language, mother tongue, or any other language which we have learned, because we have learned so many years. How can I make a machine learn? So for that, what we need to do, we have to train the machine. Train the machine on what? All the publicly available data, right? All the Wikipedia, all the publicly available textbook, publicly available research paper, publicly available source code, publicly available any information, right? Or image or video or audio. We have to train these models, right? So that is a lot of training is happening. So in order to build a language model, large language model, we need the data. So this is the data which is used by what? It is used by different companies which are coming up with a large language model. That means entire data which is available publicly, they are going to train the model. Right? Once it trains the model, in a large language model, what it is going to do? It is going to predict the next one. Suppose that if I type President of US is, then it will come, next word is Donald, and then next will say Trump. Then again it starts, if you pass the words which is generated again, then it will start generating the next text and all, right? It is the next word it is going to generate. So that is what we call it as a generative, what you can call it as the generative AI, and this is what we are going to do, and we have lot of large language models. So the one it become very popular, as I said, is a ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is one of the things which has become very popular. We call GPT as generative pre-trained transformers. Generative pre-trained transformers. Generative pre-trained transformers. So this was pre-trained, as the name indicates, GPT is pre-trained. This particular model is pre-trained using one architecture called as the transformer architecture. So earlier we were using, like if you have used Google for the language translation. For example, we are working with the customer who are speaking in other language like French or Chinese or Spanish and all. Suppose as a software developer, when I put some English sentence and I wanted to translate. Earlier when we were doing, the translation was not good. It is not the word to word translation, right? If I do word to word translation, it does not have, it has lost the context of the meaning. So what we need to do is, the way we understand the language, the machine also has to understand in the same way. So this is where there was something called as the transformer architecture has come in. Earlier what was happening, when I do the translation, if I give some word in a sentence, and already the model is already trained on different language from the source and the target. Suppose I wanted to translate from English to French. The moment I start giving a sentence, then what it is going to do? It is going to break the sentence into word. The first thing what it is going to do, when you use GPT, right? When you start using the Chart GPT is the application. This is not the model. Chart GPT is the application. The model is from the OpenAI. OpenAI is the company. That is what Sam Altman is the CEO of that particular company, right? They have come up with the model. You have different models, right? Now we have model 5, right? Now ChatGPT model 5 is there. So sorry, OpenAI model 5 is there. OpenAI model is there. GPT models are there. ChatGPT is the application which is developed on top of the generative. This particular model. So now the question is, how actually it is going to work? How it is going to work? How it is going to do the translation? Suppose if I say something like this. Let us say I have this sentence. What is this sentence? I eat apple every day. Right? Doctor says eating apple keeps me healthy. Right? My father says apple stock price is going down. Here, what is this apple? This is a fruit. Right? Here, my father says apple stock price going up. What is this apple? Company. How can I make machine understand this apple means fruit, this apple means company? That's a great challenge, right? So how can I make it understand? Okay, as a human being, we can do it, but for a machine, how can I make it understand this is not the apple which I am eating and this is different? So this is where the language model, we have something called as the transformers, which has, there is something called attention model. What is the attention model? Yes, when I wanted to do some kind of a translation or anything like that, or generate the next text, I said I eat apple every day, then it is going to generate the next text, let us say doctor says and all. So, like if you watch some movie, right? You have all watched Kantara movie if you are in Karnataka, right? All other parts also you have watched the movie. If I ask you what is the one or two important scenes which you remember, right? You watched it for 2.5 hours, but you remember only few scenes, right? You have paid attention on that. Similarly, earlier what was happening was, like if I wanted to do a translation, we were doing word to word translation, which cannot be done, right? So I had to pay the attention of the word with respect to other words. Okay, and also as you know, machine cannot understand text. What machine can understand is the numbers. Machine cannot understand the text, machine can understand only the words. So when you start typing something in the ChatGPT, what will happen is, it undergoes various processes. What is the first process? It starts with tokenization. What is that? It is going to start with tokenization. What is tokenization? Is to convert the word into a number. So what is tokenization? Let me take this word. I eat apple every day. Right? So it will go to a dictionary. Let us assume ChatGPT is a big dictionary. In that dictionary, the word I is in some position. Let us say the word I is in the position 1. Right? Eat is in the position in the dictionary, suppose say 3. Apple is in the position 100. Let us say every is in the position 150. Right? Day is in a position say 160. Right? So the first thing what is going to happen when you start typing something in the chat GPT, it is going to break the sentence into words. That is called as the token, and also assigns one number to the word depending on the dictionary. Like I said, GPT is a big dictionary. Assume that it's a very big dictionary, consists of everything in the world. Okay, this is what it is going to do. But 160 does not mean anything. Right? 160 does not mean anything. It is like tiny number 100 or 420 or 410. But it does not define the characteristic of any person. Right? After the tokenization, what basically it is going to do is, it is going to convert this into some numbers, and that is called embedding. The next thing is embedding. What is embedding is converting each word into numbers, and we call it as vectors. Converting each word into what is called as the numbers or vectors. This is called vectors. That means it has to quantify, not to quantify, it has to understand the meaning of the word, and it has to express the meaning or the context in a number. Because as I said, machine cannot understand the text, it can understand only the numbers. This is called as the vector or embedding. So what is the embedding? For example, if I have a word called king, and if I have a word called queen, and if I have a word called man, if I have a word called woman, right? How it is going to do is, it is going to convert the king into number representation. What would be the size of this thing? For example, if you see ChatGPT or the models, it will represent this using 768 numerical value. It is going to give 768 numerical value to the key. Meaning, how can I give 768 numerical value to the key? Maybe the what you can call it as, it could be the quality of a key, right? We say king should be having 64 qualities, right? So that's what we do. So it means king should be a man, yes. And then, is he courageous? Yes. Is he kind? Yes. Is he strong? Yes. I wanted to represent them in a number. That is what we call it as the embedding. Embedding is converting this into vector. Let me show this 5 just work. It could be like 0.5. It could be something like 0.9. It should be something like, suppose 1.2. So it is going to convert this into this. This is called as the embedding, and this is called as the converting into embedding, and this is a vector. So this is what it is going to do. The first thing what it is going to do is, as you said, as you start typing, breaks the word into tokens and then converts them into a vector, because the number. Then it will passes the vector to various, what you can call it as, it passes to a transformer. What transformer is going to do? It is going to learn the meaning of the word with reference to the other words. Right? As I said, in the first case, apple means a fruit. In the second case, apple means a company. Right? So that is what we call it as the transformer, and we call it as attention. It pays the attention, like the way we pay the attention to the word. The way they pay attention to the word, it passes through what is called as a transformer, that is multiple layer. When we pass this word, each layer is going to take out something. First layer will try to understand the grammar, second layer maybe trying to understand the meaning, third layer maybe giving some weightage of word with reference to another word. That is what it is going to do. That is called as a transformer architecture. That's why we say GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer, right? So this is what it is going to do. So once we do this thing, then it would understood the meaning, the context, what is that we are trying to talk about, and then what it is going to do, it will pass to a neural network. It will pass to a neural network, And the neural network, what it is going to do, it will start generating the next word. When I start typing something, it is going to start generating the next word, right? So there is a lot of things behind the large language model. I am trying to explain you in a very simple way because lot of maths is there. But just for you to make you understand what is this and all, this is how it is going to do. So what is that? You start. The question is, I wanted to generate the text. I have given a text set of in a sentence I have a set of words. The moment I start typing, it has to generate the next word. That is my question. What it is going to do, as I said, first is tokenization, second one is embedding and attention, and then it will pass through the various layers, and then finally it will pass through a neural network, and then it is going to give you something. So this is the math behind, not the math, the logic behind what is called as any of the language model, whether it is Gemini, whether it is like your OpenAI, whether it is any other DeepSeek or anything, that is what. So now the question is, can I do all this thing in a CPU only, right? Why I need a GPU? Why Nvidia company is growing now? Okay, Nvidia company was, like if you see 5 years back, it was not very like normal company. Suddenly it is going because you do training, parallel training. You can do the training parallelly. So parallelly means what? You need the GPU. So that's why there is a lot of demand for GPU. And also Trump said, so for Trump has decided, oh, this country I can give only this much GPU. India, let me give only less GPU. Other countries I will give some GPU, right? So the other Western power is actually trying to rule by deciding, okay, this much GPU only I can give. And so if India wants to build, India don't have their own. They have coming up with the definite other models. There is something called Servo. There are so many models are there already in India, but it is not like as popular as this thing because India is a complex country. You have so many languages, right? Unlike like US and all, one or two languages or few languages. Here you have so many languages, so many dialects and all. To building a language model is becoming really difficult. So everyone is working towards it. Just to give you an opportunity, you have the opportunity to understand this very well. If I want to explain the maths and all, it will take 5 days minimum. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a top overview of this. So to show you how it works, whatever I spoke, just I will take you to this particular reference, just a reference. Okay, all of you just open this link. Okay, just open this link. You go open your laptop and just open this link. Open your laptop and then open this link. Just have it here. Okay, this is the link. poloclub.github.io/transformer-explainer. Transformer explainer. Hope you are able to see this, everyone. Just open this. Okay, so open this. Can you all open this? poloclub.github.io/transformer-explainer. Hope you are able to see. Otherwise, I will zoom it. Hope those who are in the online able to see this. Okay, let me zoom it again. So this is called poloclub.github.io/transformer-explainer. Okay, so when you open this, it will give you a simulation of how GPT is going to work, how GPT generative pre-trained model is going to work, or how it is going to do. So this is the link. So let me open this link. Hope you have made a note of it. You can take a photo later, and I will put all those things in the Git also, so that you can use it. So just for now, this is what I am going to open. So once I open, see, you will get something like this. Okay, let me keep this parallelly, also show this parallelly. I will show both of them together. This is the simulation. This is simulation as everyone is using, maybe it is a bit slow. Okay, let us see. So transformer. Okay, so this is a polo club. This is a polo club, right? GitHub.io transformer explainer. Transformer explainer. What exactly it is going to do is it is going to show you the simulation of how it works. Okay, let me use a different network. It is taking some time to load. Even you can do it from your. Let me use a different network. Okay, so I am using a different one. Just have a look at it. Later on, you can view that whatever is coming. Just look at it. It may take some time for you. I am using a different network. My own hotspot I am using. All of you look at the screen. You can try that later. Okay. See here. This is what is the transformer architecture. I was explaining you what is a transformer architecture. So what is that? Here, let us say, click on the examples. Okay. See here. Look, all of you look at the screen. Don't worry, that will get loaded for some time. We have some sentences. What is we have some sentences? The first example is data visualization empowers user to, right? Like this we have sentence. So once I use the first sentence and if I click generate, it is going to generate the next word. Okay. So now click on the generate. Yeah. See, it has generated. It is generating the next word. What is the next word? Is inform. So it has generated the next word. What is the next word? Is inform. So before doing this, it goes through various processes. And again you click on the generate. See that informed has come here. Again the next word is decisions. Again you click on the generate. Okay. So next word is about. So the same thing is going to happen when you use the ChatGPT. It looks so fast that it comes everything together, right? So let us understand. What is the first thing is, as I said, embedding. Okay, let me just expand this embedding. What I said, first is called as the token embedding. That means each word is given some number as per their dictionary. Assume that as per their dictionary. Okay, that is the dictionary. Let us say this is a OpenAI. As per their dictionary, they have a big dictionary, and in that dictionary, the number for data is 6601. The number for visualization is some number. Right? So this is called as the token. And then what they are going to do? They are going to do the token embedding. Now move on the data. I think 768. Move the cursor. See here, I said vector 768. What is 768? This number, what is the word? Data is represented numerically by a vector 768 numbers. What is that vector? That depends on the generative model. That is their own IP. Right? They have created the embedding model. So they are representing data in numerical format in this way. Okay. Similarly, same thing. Visualization, if you go down, right? This is also 768. Like this, they are representing this. So first is token, after that embedding. What is embedding? Converting it into a number. And then next what they do is positional embedding. Position is also important, right? In a sentence, position is very important. If I write some sentence, the position of the word is very important to make the meaning, to get the meaning, right? So it will add embedding for that also. This is called as the positional embedding. Then finally, you will get some kind of embedding. It will add this. As it is a vector, you can do the maths on the vector. If it is a vector, you can add two vector, you can subtract the vector. Finally, that means we are going to convert the text into some kind of a numbers, and then why we are going to convert it into a number? Because I can do maths on the number. And also, you can, the words which are similar in characteristics, similar in meaning, if I try to draw a graph, they will be grouped together. For example, man, king, emperor, okay, or like prince will come in one group, right? And when I want to generate the next number, it will try to get some numbers which are similar to similar to what the king or queen or whatever it is. So it is going to pick that from the embedding space. We call it as the embedding space, right? So this is what it is going to do. After this, what it will do? It will do the attention, multiple attention. Okay, next is the attention. See here, this is what it does something, key, query, and then value. Key, query, value. What is the key, query, value? So you go to Google, you type something, right? You type something. What is that? This is basically you are doing a query. Once you do any query, what it will do? It will give you so many links, right? Suppose you say LLM, large language model in the Google, you do query, you just type LLM, it will give you so many links, and on click of each link, it will get you some data, right? It is similar to that. So you have key, query, and value. It does some math on it, that is a bit complex, it does something, and then it will pass through the attention layer. These are the attention layers. See here, head 1 of 12. There are so many attention layers are there. So here it says it uses the attention layer. It does some matrix multiplication. Each layer will try to find out something in that. The relationship of one word with the next word, understand the characteristic, understand the attention. It will pass through various layers. And this can happen parallelly. This training, this can happen parallelly, not sequentially. If sequentially it happens, it will have taken ages to get that, right? So that is the next thing it is going to do. Once that is done, it will pass through a neural network. It will pass through a neural network. In the neural network, what it is going to do? It will pass through multiple layers. This is the neural network, and then the neural network is going to predict the next one. This word, see here, about this word has generated, and parallelly there are other possible values, and on, based, in, out of this, with the word which is having highest probability, that is the one which is taken. Say for example, in this case, the word about is around 7% probability. Then it is going to generate like this. So this is in a nutshell how this is going to work. But there is a lot of maths behind this. Just I am trying to explain you in a simple way. And there are two things. One is called as a temperature. What is a temperature? Yes. So suppose that the next word which is generating, you want to make it more like a fixed kind of a thing or more intuitive. So like more what you can call it as, you want to give more freedom to the language model to generate the word. So you can either restrict to the model to pick the word which is common in nature, or more intuitive, more this thing, then you have to change this temperature. The closer it is to the one, if I change it, it just moves. Then the words, whatever it is generating is bit different. So it is like a scale. It is like a scale. The word which could be like the one which is quite often we are using, or you wanted to make it more innovative kind of a thing, so that you can adjust in this way. So this one explains you what is a transformer architecture. Because you are generating a, just you should understand at least there is something behind that. This is called as the transformer. Go down. So whatever I am telling, everything is there, right? Transformer is a neural network architecture that has fundamentally changed the approach to the artificial intelligence. This is what I was telling. Transformer was the first introduced in a seminal paper. Attention is all you need in 2017. Till that time also there was a neural network was there. What is that? RNN. There was a, as I said, ANN, CNN, RNN. So these are used for the sequential data. What is the meaning of a sequential data? Like when we are generating the sentence, right? It's a sequential data. Or like what is the other sequential data? Like you are watching T20 match. What is the score at the end of first over? What is the score at the end of second over, third over? That is also sequential data, right? Similarly, what is the price of a stock of a company? in a day trading. Okay, morning whatever is the price after some 1 hour, what is the price after 30 minutes, what is the price at all. This is called as the sequential data. For that we had the RNN, but there was a lot of problem in the RNN because it was not doing good. If you have a lot of data, it was very slow, right? That is where the transformer came in. So this is the thing which is behind all your language model. What are the language models? It could be OpenAI's GPT or Llama from Meta or from Gemini from the Google, right? So these are the large language model. Basically what it is going to do is fundamentally text generation transfer model operate on the principle of next token prediction. It is going to generate the next token prediction. It generates so fast, it looks like, oh, it is coming. I mean, lot of things are happening in the moment you start typing. So this is a basic understanding of what is called as a generative model, and then you have generative transformer GPT, right? And then you have lot of models are there. Now you go to the chart. Go to the chart. Okay. So and then we will say list LLMs. See, now I had given a question, list LLMs, large language models. So these are the lot of large language models are there. What is this? The GPT is from the model is GPT-4. Now currently you have GPT-5 also. This is from OpenAI. Claude from Anthropic, that is also very famous. Gemini from Google. Meta from the Facebook, you have Llama, and then Falcon. There are so many things. Okay, lot of large language models are there. Only one which we use is like the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not the model. ChatGPT is the application. Large language model is the GPT. Right? Go down. So there is so many large language models are there. Okay. Then you said compare large language LLMs. So the type, what is that I am typing? It is called prompt. Prompt is asking a question. When the GPT came in, there was a lot of demand for the prompt engineer. What is the meaning of prompt engineer? Asking the right question. If you ask the right question, you will get the right answer, right? So that is the first thing is called as the prompt engineering. So here you can see the models. Go down. So there is a performance, and then you say okay. Now you say in a table format. Same thing in a table format. In a table format. See, now I am asking the GPT, give me in a table format, right? The same thing I cannot understand this. Compare this in a table format. Now it is giving me in a table format, right? So this is what is the prompt. The first thing you have to understand is the prompt. So prompt involves like what kind of output I have to get, and then whether I wanted to download it, and then you can further ask the question on top of it, right? It will go to the memory. They will be having a memory. In the memory, the previous question what you asked, right? If you start asking a new question, it understand, okay, this is with reference to the previous question you are asking about, right? So this is what is called as the prompt engineering. See here, what is this? Developer OpenAI. Is it open or closed? Closed, but API is there. Parameter size. What is the parameter size is not disclosed. What is the kind of? I will tell you. Multimodal support. What is the multimodal support? Using this. Can you generate a text? Can you generate an image? Can you generate an audio? So that is called multimodal. It is like a multimedia, right? If you are using this, this is called as a multimedia. This is multimodal. And then context window. 100K plus token. That means the words like in the context, like I wanted to know the meaning of a word with reference to another word, how much it can take? It can take means 110K, that much big tokens it can take. And then what are the strength? State of the art reasoning. Nowadays the models are reasoning. Earlier what was happening? The moment you ask a question, it will give you immediately. Now the way we human thinks, right? It will think. It won't give, if the question is very hard, it will go through the thinking process and then respond. That is called as the reasoning model, right? So that is a reasoning model. And then the trade-off and the demonstration, costly for high usage, no local deployment. That means you want to use ChatGPT, you have to pay the money, right? and also you wanted to use programmatically, then it is a bit different. So now you know, like GPT, okay, go to art, artistic. Okay, see here, you can see upgrade plan. See now for Indian users, so currently I am paying this, my plan, control minus X. Okay, so you have different plans, right? I think from yesterday onwards, they have released a plan and the upper spot is 7%. Personal and business, like Go, right? This is what yesterday they released. You can switch to the Go. You can switch to the Go. I think it's still the same for USD per month, but I think it was mentioned that it is free for Indian user. This is what. So now when you go for the ChatGPT, you can switch to this particular model. But I wanted to use this because it is giving me a lot of feature. So I am paying around 20 USD per month. Okay. So it's around what is it? 1,600 rupees I am paying. So you can use this model. This is what I think from yesterday. That's what they were saying. So you can use this model, and they said maybe for I think I'm logging in as by company name. Maybe it is showing like this. You can check. This is the model you can go through. You need not to. Otherwise, if you are using like free, no, there is a limitation. After some time, it won't answer all your questions. There is a limitation, right? So you have the different models. So the companies, how they are making money. ChatGPT, how they are making money because of the subscription. People are subscribing and they are making money because they are investing a lot of money, right? Okay, you have different models. So what is very important is the question what you ask. Okay, now again the next problem is going to do convert this into a PDF. Convert this into a PDF. So now it has converted into a PDF, right? And then you can put this PDF. Or you wanted to create a presentation. In no time it is going to create a presentation, right? So that's what you are using, right? You are using this. So you are using this for the presentation. So this is what is the prompt engineering, asking the right question with what kind of output you want, right? And whether you want to include an image, whether you want to include a what you can call it as the illustration, use cases and all, you can do this. Okay. So now see, he is downloading. He is downloading. Okay. See, this is converted in no time. I got it, right? You use ChatGPT for various purposes. Or not only ChatGPT, any large language model you can use it for various purposes. Now you go back again. Okay. You say, what is that? Suppose I will generate the presentation for this course only. I will generate the presentation for this course only. I have to take, right? I have to conduct 12 hours of training on generative AI, to BCA students. Can you include students, students, can you generate topics? For this course. First, I am just asking to generate the topics for this course, right? See now, it is generating the topics for the. Course. So this is where. See now how we are going to build this. So now it says, it is saying ideal format 4 session into 3 hours. Okay, and then learning outcomes day wise. See, this is what I started, right? What is AIML? This is what I started. What is AIML, DL and the quick revision. What is generative AI? That's what I am saying now. Large language model, prompt engineering. That's what I am saying. I have not asked this question. Just I thought this is what. The second session, image generation model, audio, video, and things like that, right? So this is what it is generating. This is the prompt engineering, right? Asking a right question. We are into a project, right? You wanted to do a project. You have to start from the scratch. You ask the question, then you will get it. Okay, you will get everything. So now what I am going to add is, okay, go down. I want you to create it. I want you to create presentation. Presentation on a book. Okay, present. Above means it will understand. You need not to say even topics, it will understand. Because this is what I am talking about, right? Presentation on about topics. So this is what it is going to do, right? So now it started analyzing. See, now it has started analyzing, not immediately giving you the response. Right? It started analyzing. See, now download is ready. Just click on this. Presentation is ready, right? The presentation is ready in no time, right? So you can see everything is there. Hands-on session and all. See, I think probably I tried for all these things, right? Next we will go. Next again we will go. And then we will say, can you add code? Can you add code? Okay, just press it. It is thinking. Now it is thinking, right? So I am going to include Python code like OpenAI's chart and all. I will keep it minimal and include this thing. So thought for 16 seconds. This is a reasoning model, right? It is thinking for 16 seconds. This is a reasoning model. Analysis. Past. Okay. So this is what you have added. See, now I am clicking this. Now I open. See, now it has added the code. Hopefully, go down. Yeah, see here. You just click on this. It has added the code also. Right? Code also has come. Right? Code also has come. So this is how you can start progressively talking to the language model and make it better and better fine-tuning. Right? So this is what you can do. So you can also ask, like for example, the first present slides. Then go up slides. Go up. Add content to each topic. You say add content to each topic. Add content to each topic. Include graphics. Include graphics. That's all. You need not to explain too many things. It will understand, right? It is going to add this thing also. So this is how you can use the first thing is the prompt engineering. See now what it is asking? Pick a theme style. What is the theme? Whether you want clean academic, dark modern, C student. See, this is called as it is asking you, it is making you interact. That means it is asking you back a question. Okay. So this is how the models will get a bit better and better every time. So now it is asking, what do you want? What you can do? Whether you use colorful, student friendly. Okay, you will say C. White. Go up again and then logo be included. Yes. C logo. Yes. Yes. Graphic style, vector, 3D, corporate. We'll say 3D means it will take a lot of time, right? So we'll say corporate. Just say corporate. Go. Yeah. Okay, I think this is what they were expecting. Okay, I think they're just this copy code. Paste it. Okay. So this is the feedback. This is what you asking you a question. Like many people will answer, right? Then it will think, okay, this is what people are expecting. Next time it will do in that way, right? So press enter. Now it is generating the graphics with the logo and everything, right? So this is what it is doing. Deliverables you will receive, it is still doing, I think, right? Still it is doing, it's not stopped. Okay. Handout, see this it is giving, see it is giving you source code in a zip file. It is going to give you the PDF, student PDF and also PP, right? In no time you are going to get. Please upload your logo now. If I put a logo, then I can upload. Okay, upload now. I have some logo, I will just upload. Just I am uploading a very small video. Okay, nice. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so this is how you can create. It will give you everything, right? It will give you the code, it will give you everything. Then after that you can see whether this code is correct or not. You can again give back, right? So you can do all those things. It will give you the handouts in no time, right? So this is how you can use. This is the called as the prompt engineering. Asking the right question, and then once you get the response, then again this we call it as the human intervention. So what ChatGPT or what OpenAI has done is they have recruited lot of people. Like there is something called hallucination. That means you ask some question, they may give something wrong answer also. How do you correct it? So it is when it is training, as part of the training, what OpenAI has done is they have recruited lot of people from Kenya, and then they started asking a question, and then it has given the answer. If the answer is wrong, then they sat and they said this answer is wrong, and then this is the correct answer. So they have done the training like this, and then finally now currently this is what this is what we have, right? So also start generating this thing, right? So you can generate in no time this thing. So this is how you can start working on the what is called as the prompt template and the prompt engine. Okay, can you all do this? Can you all create a let me see who is going to now open the ChatGPT and then see. Can you try this? What are the questions I asked? You just try. Finally what we wanted? We wanted some course content, right? For course content for this particular course. Can you try? Okay, try this. Just start asking some question. What is our ultimate aim? Is to get. You are having ChatGPT now. Try with free. Try Go. Now it is free. Try Go. Now it is Go. Go is free, right? For you it is free. Try. prepare. The thing is, you have to prepare a presentation for this session on the generative AI. Okay, you have to prepare a presentation for the generative AI. That's what you have to do for today's session. First, you ask the topics. Once it gives the topics, ask it to add the content, right? And then ask it to download, prepare the content in a PPT, right? And then ask it to add the source code. So it is like you are creating the content for this course. Okay, you have to do step by step. So first you ask, I wanted to conduct 2 days workshop on generative AI for like let us say for 12 hours. You can also ask it, give me hour-wise breakup, topic breakup, right? It is going to give the breakup. Then you ask the next question. Include what you can call it as the topic. It has given the topics, and then you ask it to include the what you can call it as the explanation for each topic. Then you can further ask, include the source code, and then convert it to a PDF or PPT, and then it will download. Each phase you can get the PPT for it. Okay, this is what you are asking a question. Assuming that I have asked you to prepare a presentation for this course. What is that you are going to do? Okay, so these are the prompts. So we will show you the prompts what we have done. Okay, we will show you the prompts. So finally, this is what it has generated. It has generated this thing. So this is the presentation it has generated. Also, you can download the what you can call it as the code and the. Okay, let me show you. This is what we have done the prompts. These are the prompts we have done. We started off with this. Okay, just let me show you. We started off this prompt. The first prompt is serious. Hope you are able to say this. I have to conduct 12 hours of training on generative AI to BCA students. Can you generate topic for this course? That is the first thing I asked. Right? So you also ask the same question. Then you say it is will be generating. Then you say convert it to a PPT and then see how it has given you this thing. Download that PPT and then ask the question. Right? You can ask any question. What is the aim finally? You have to prepare one presentation for this course. You may not know anything, no worries, but it will prepare you for the presentation. Also ask to include the source code, include everything. Okay, slowly, it will generate the presentation for you. Step by step we are doing. So this is what we call it as the prompt engineering, right? So this is the question I have asked. You can ask in your own way, not necessarily the same thing. See, I asked this question. I have to conduct 12 hours of training on generative AI to BCA students. Can you generate topics for the course? Like, this is the first thing I have asked. This is the first question I have asked. So once you are done, again you further ask the next question, right? So this is what it is giving, and then you can ask the next question. After this, I have asked. The next question is, I want to create a presentation on the about topics. Okay, what he will take. All the prompts we put one by one. Okay, we'll put all the prompts. We'll put all the prompts. So this is the first prompt. second prompt. So this is the second one. Second prompt. That is the first one. First prompt. This is the second prompt. As you log in, I think Go is free. Just you say subscribe for the Go. Next one. Control minus L. Depending on how fast your network is, it may take some time. So Go is coming free, right? I think free, no? Just ask the question as if we wanted to give the presentation, right? Give the code also as a zip. You can try that, give the code in a zip format, okay? Or you can download the code. Okay? Try that. If you are getting this, now you ask it to add the code and then give the code in a zip format. Or you can so you sign in, right? You sign in with your Gmail, and then Go is the free. Actually, good thing has happened from yesterday. It is free for Indians. You sign up with Gmail, right? Sign up for free. Continue with Google. Continue with Google. Continue with Google. If you are having any doubt, ask us. You just ask the question, it is going to interact with you. ask these questions. You sign up and then it will ask you to go with sign up for free, and then I think the go, that's what you can call it as, that subscription will be available now. So it has given the code also, right? It has given, but you should know like how to use the code, and that we will be teaching you next. After this, we will tell you how to use this. You are able to get it? What is it asking? Oh, payment details. For details, how it will understand. Zero, right? For anyone it asks the payment details? No, right? Asking. But it is charging 2 rupees. 2 rupees will be cut. So you have to question. I think few of you attended my previous this thing. Some of you, I could remember. You attended any of my course? Like some faces I feel familiar. There's a clone of you. Because I could remember like you, seeing you, your brother or sister, not sister, brother. So this is what I do. Any workshop, I won't prepare any presentation. I ask the chatbot. It prepares one. So I won't do anything. But no, I know how to present. Without presentation also I can try. Okay. So this is how I do. I know you are using it for assignments, no? Assignments. Nothing wrong actually. But everyone should not give the same answer. There is a problem. But the good thing is you can ask it to explain each line of the code. That is what is very important, right? If there is a code, you have to explain like each line of the code. That is very important. Yeah, debugging everything. Get the form. Very good. Get the form. No problem. Using AI means you have to get the phone. Don't worry. If the phone is outside, get it. But don't play game. If you have kept your phone outside, you can get it. But don't play the game. those who are in online, let me check it. Yeah. How many of you completed? Can you raise your hands, please? Yeah, PPT. Up to PPT you have come? Yeah, you can raise your hands. Girls this side, you are done? What about girls in the blue dress? You are done? You are creating the account. So I will give you 5 more minutes. Try this. After this, if I wanted to do this programmatically, how are you going to do? How are you going to interact programmatically with all these models? Hope everyone knows Python here. Yes? Python everyone knows? Who does not know Python? Raise your hands. Who does not know Python? Okay. Who does not know Python? You know Python, right? Then why you are raising your hand? I asked. Right? Those who does not know Python, raise your hands. Only one girl, 2. Those who does not know Python, you don't know. Okay. No problem. Our Kenyan guy also knows. Ethiopian guy also knows Python. Yes, right? You know Python? No, you are not raising your hands. You are in which semester? Python you would have studied in your second PUC also, right? Second PUC, first standard. Learned? But is different. It was there, forgot is different. There no. So if you want to get to some level in AI and all, you should know Python, right? Python is the most quite often used language. That's they must. Okay, 12:30 we are going to give you around 10 minutes of break. Okay, bio break. Lunch is later. Lunch is done now. Graphicals are added. If you need any help, ask us. Okay, girls with the blue shirt. If you need any help, ask us. No. I'm there. हो गया नहीं सिस्टम इज नॉट वर्किंग Okay, those who are in online, hopefully you are doing able to do this, follow this. Okay, those who are in online, check. Okay, so the first part is the prompt engineering. Hope you have done this. Those who are done, you can take a break. Those who are not done, you complete and then take a break. Okay, for about 10 minutes, you want to take a bio break, you can take, he will guide you. Okay. So now time is around 12:27. Yeah. You are in logouts. Okay. Same link or just send it to this number 984154747. Okay. So those who are done, you can take a break for 10 minutes. already I created for you. You can see new trial key. You can create new trial key. Click on it. Okay. So key name. Suppose what is this? This is Gen AI. Gen AI. Here. Okay. Generate trial key. It is going to give you the key. So we'll copy this, close this, and put it in the notepad. You can replace and put it in the notepad also. So this is free, but if you are using OpenAI, you should not give your key to anyone else, because if they start using, your money will be deducted. Okay, it is like your money only. It is like your what is it, GPay, phone pay, or anything like this. So what is this? This is the API key. With this, when I run this, what will happen? It will talk to their model. It will talk to the model. Which model? The command model. It will talk to the model, and then it is going to give you the response, right? It is going to talk to the model, and then it is going to give you the response. So now, if I run it, go down. See, it has given me the response. It is given me the response. What is the response it has given me? Here, it is saying, I am here to assist you with any question you may ask. I have a sophisticated code. But it has given you the response, full response message it is given. You know class and object, right? So it is like, it has given you that particular class. We are like printing the class. So what is that we are trying to do? Yes, so far what we did use the user interface where we type the code and we are getting the response. Now we wanted to do programmatically. Okay, let me repeat. The first thing what we did is, those who are coming just now, go to, first we opened the Cohere. So make a note, all of you. First you have to go to the cohere.com, C-O-H-E-R-E, cohere.com, and then sign in. All of you open your laptop or desktop, go to cohere.com and then sign in. Okay, that's what you do. You sign in with your Google Play. So first all of you go to cohere.com and then sign in. Cohere.com and then do the sign in. Right? That's what you do. Cohere.com and then do the sign in. cohere.com. Those who are in online, just also try cohere.com. cohere.com. And then sign in. You can sign in with your Google, Gmail. Once you sign in, you can go to the API keys, create the API key, and then copy the API key, and then keep it with you. You signed in? Okay. Click on the API keys. Left hand side. You can see. Click on the API keys, and then you have the new trial key. You will click on the new. Otherwise, it's already created. You can copy that, or you give some name, or either default key is created. If you click on this I symbol, yeah, you can copy that. Copy. Next is the I key. Copy those. Okay. So here you can see, you can either create a new key or default is already there. You can just click on the I symbol, then you can copy this. So what kind of key? This is a trial. This is a trial. So you have to log into cohere.com, cohere.com, sign in, then log in. After this, on the left hand side, you have API keys. Right? Once you click on the API keys, already one trial key is created, default key is created. Click on the I icon, then it will allow you to copy. See here, right click, and then next is the copy. Because it is so big one, okay, don't think only 4 letters are there. Better you can use the copy option, and then copy. Keep that API key with you in your system only. Keep it so that we will use it further. user sign up. Try this. Sign up card.
Sir, failed to fetch of the
Sign up. New user sign up and then continue with Google. New user sign up. Okay. First you try to log in without this thing. It won't work. Okay. So you have to use the new user and then sign up. New user and then sign up. Log in, it won't allow you to log in directly, right? You say new user and then sign up. New user and then sign up. You say new user and then sign up. Continue.
Sir, if you try new user also failed to fetch. Sir, new user in
New user. What is that?
yeah, sir.
Okay, then you can use another option. Okay, another option is just give the without Google or without this thing. You can try. Sign up. There is another option. Directly you can give the email and the password and then sign up. Okay, this is the third option. One option is with the Google. Right. You give your Gmail ID and then the password you have to set. Password you have to set. Then sign up. Mobile in your if you are not able to do, you try in your mobile phone. So just you have to get the API key, that's all. Skip the row. Okay, just skip. Just you have to get the API key, that's it. Okay. Other than that, every other thing we can do. In case you are not getting the API key, you can ask your friend API key if they are able to create. Send it to the WhatsApp and then you can use it or mail. Just you can try with your mobile phone also. Just you have to get the API key, that's it. Okay. Just you need to get the API key, okay? Okay, hope you are done. Hope you got the API key. That's it. Okay. So after this, I will tell you what to do. Once you get the API key, look here. Once you get the API key, so the code I have put it in a repository, Git repository. I will tell you how to get the repository. The code for this workshop now I have put it in a Git repository. So you can go to this website www.kaushalya.tech, kaushanya.tech. Just to type. After you get the what API key, copy the API key, paste it, and then go to this website. All of you look at the screen, pay attention, don't talk in between. Look at the screen. Type this website kaushanya.tech, kaushalya.tech. Once you go to this website, you will get Git. See here, there is a link for Git. Once you type kaushanya.tech, you get a link for Git. Once you click on the Git, link, so then you click on the Git link inside this. Once you click on the Git link, you will see there is a repositories. Once you click on the Git link, there is a link called repositories. Link repositories. Once you click on the repositories, you will get a repository, this repository I will tell you. Once you click on the repositories, see here, you will get a repository called Generative BNMIT October 2025. You will get a link called Generative. You will get a link called Generative October 2025, right? October 2025. So if you click on this link, we will be using the programs here. If you click on this link, you will get a folder called programs. Okay, you get a folder like classes, presentation, all the presentation, everything will be here, and then programs. In the programs, there is a folder called chart part. So this is what we will be using. So BNMIT, then you can click on the programs and the chart part. When you click the programs and the chart part, so then programs and the chart part, right? So now the programs, what we will be doing is from here. We will be doing this from here. You have to go to the www.kaushalya.tech. In the website, there is a Git link is there. Click on the Git link. It will go to the Git repository. Git is for the programming source code, right? Click on the repositories. When you click on the repositories, you will get a repository called Generative-BNMIT October 2025. Then there is a programs folder. Under the programs folder, you have chart bar. You have the chart bar. In the chart bar, I will have the different programs which will be executing one by one. Okay. So the chart bar and then the program. These are the programs will be executing one by one. Right. The first program is one hyphen cohere getting started. The first program is what? See here. First program is one hyphen cohere getting started. If you click on this program, 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 that program will come up. Okay. So chart part and then after that the program number 1. The program number 1. So the program number 1 you can click. See, this is the program number 1. This is a program number 1. This is a program number 1. Okay. So this is the program number 1. This is what I will be using. So this is the program number 1. And this program, even I put my API key, you can use this or you can replace your API key. So then you will click on the first program. What is the first program? Getting started. First program. So here, getting started. This is the first program. So this is the first program. Once you click on the first program, you copy this program. See here, you can copy this program. See here, copy raw file. Copy this program. Once you copy this program, as I said, go to the Google Colab. Go to the Google Colab. Let me again show you how to go to the Google Colab. Just to type Colab, C-A-L-O-B, Colab.google or just type Colab. Just type C-O-L-A-B. When you type C-O-L-A-B, you will get this colab.researchgoogle.com. Okay. So copy this program. And then after this, go to the Colab. When you go to the Colab, press enter. Press enter. Press enter. It will open the Colab. You can sign in with the Gmail. Okay. So once you do this, you have to create a new notebook. Once you do this, you have to create a new notebook. Google Colab, and then create new notebook. Create a new notebook. Google Colab. New notebook. Just the new notebook. And then what you do? Just you say new notebook. Click on the new notebook. You can give some name. Let me give this name. Once it opens, you can see there is a title, untitled is there. Click on this. We'll say this is the first program. Same name we will give. First, what is the program name? Program name is what? This is the program name. One hyphen cohere getting started. Don't know py and all. So we will just say one hyphen cohere. C-O-H-E-R-E, getting started. And this is a Python IPYNB that you keep as it is. Then the code which is there now, you copy paste the code. You can copy paste the code which you have downloaded, or if you have copied this code, right? This code, let me copy this code, and then you can click on the another code, cell, paste this. Okay, I think I have to copy just Control A, Control C. Okay, I will paste this. I will create two cells. In the second cell, I will paste this code. If you have not created a API key, you can use my API key only, or you replace this API key with the API key which you have created. The first thing what you will do, you have to install the cohere explanatory symbol. Pip, it is written. See here, it is written here. Pip install cohere. Just copy this. Without hash, paste it, and then you can use explanatory symbol. Pip install cohere. Then what it is going to do? And then you have to click the cell. Once you click the cell, it is going to install the cohere. It will take some time because it is connecting to the net, and then it is going to install the library. That library is nothing but the cohere library. So you have to copy this. This is using Google Colab. This is using Google Colab. So this is what we are doing. So just we are installing the library. Once the library is installed, then what we will be doing? We are executing the next cell. So it is going to take some time, and then it is going to. So after this, what you need to do? Open the new notebook, and then in place of untitled, give name as one hyphen, and this is the name. This is the name, and then it will be IPYNB. That you keep as it is. I.IPYNB, right? So that don't change anything, and then create two cells. In the first cell, you type this. It is already there. Explain it simple. Pip install cohere. In the second cell, paste the code. Then run the cell one by one. So till the time first cell is run, you cannot go to the second cell. So there is a dependency. Okay. So this is what you have to do. Let me repeat. What you have to do is, first you have to get the code. How to get the code? You have to go to this website, kaushalya.tech. In that, click on the Git link, click on the repositories, click on this GenAI BNMIT October 2025. Click on the programs, click on the chartboard. You will get the first program, first cohere getting started.py. Copy the content of the program, open a Google Colab. How do you open the Google Colab? Just to type Colab, automatically it will come everything. colab.research.google.com. Click on the new notebook. In place of the untitled, the name, we are going to give this name. In cohere getting started. Create two cells by clicking the cells. First cell, you put the library installation, pip install cohere. This is the explanatory symbol. And in the second cell, paste this code. Execute one by one. See, now I have executed the first one. It should come tick mark. That means if it is going to the net, downloading the library, and then click on the second cell. What is the second cell is going to do? As we said, we are doing the same thing programmatically. So there are two roles. One is the system role, another one is the user role. In the system role, what we are doing? As a system, it is telling you are a helpful assistant. I am telling this model. You have two roles. One is the system role. In the system role, what I am telling, you are a helpful assistant. As a user, I am asking the question. Content. What is the type is text? Who are you? Then it is going to. What is the model I am using? I am using this model. I am getting the response. Right? If I run the second cell, I will be getting the response like this, and it is printing the response. Just to run the cell, you get this response, and this is what is the response we are getting. So now what is that we are trying to do? We are trying to do the same thing programmatically. Hope you are able to get this, and parallelly I will also show this up. So this is how you can use Google Colab. How many of you used Google Colab earlier? Can you raise your hands? Anybody use? Only one person? Two? So those who are done, you can help others also. Okay. So this is what you have to do. You have to do the Google Colab. If you are trying this, if you are having any doubt, ask us. And that website which I told, I will be using that week. So today, tomorrow also. Don't make noise, okay? Just complete this. Okay, when you want to install pin, this is how you have to do. See, here you have to install pin piece. It is the accelerator symbol, as I mentioned here. You can see already I mentioned. Accelerator symbol you have to put if you want to install the pin.
Yes, listen. I've distributed the food coupons, right? Everyone got the food coupons? Okay, fine. You had in the morning you had tea break, right? The same place go for lunch. Okay? And tomorrow, exactly at 8:30, the session will start. Directly can come to the same lab. Tomorrow 8:30 morning, the session will start. So before 8:30, you have to be in the lab. Okay? 5-10 minutes extra, fine, no issues. Clear?
Okay, I hope you are able to get this. If you are having any doubt, ask us. No problem.
Yes, anybody got the extra coupon too? Extra while distributing? Yes? No one? Just check if it is hold on or if you got any extra coupon, please return it back.
So first what you have to do, you have to run this pip install over here, right? So first is this, I told you to put two cells, right? In the first cell, this accelerator symbol, pip install over here, and then in the second cell, first you run it, and then the second cell put the code, then only it will execute, right? It will execute. So what is that we are trying to do is just we are trying to do the same thing programmatically. After that we will see how do we create the chart whatever. Okay. So you have two cells. In the first cell you can put this quick install over here, explanatory symbol. Second cell paste the code which you have copied and then run. Unless you run this first cell, this won't work. It will give you the error because this is the library. Unless this library is installed, you cannot use this thing. If you are not having a API key, you can use the API key which is already there in the program. I had given my API key only, just run it. Otherwise, if you want to use your own API key, replace my API key with your API key and then you can run it. Okay? So this is how you can do this. Now we are doing this in a Google Colab. Hope you understood. If you are having any doubt, raise your hands. We will come and help you. How many of you done? Can you raise your hands, please? Okay, we wait for our friends with blue shirt, dress. So where's that? She has an optical line. You see it, but you can just click on the key. Hello, look here. Or you only have to after this new notebook. So first what we have to do, we have to install this label, install the web page, explain the symbol. So we have to install this once we install ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ first you have to do pip install. Explain it in pip install. First you have to run that. Then only you can So if you are having any errors, ask us, okay? If you are getting any error. Done? Okay, so this is how you have to do this thing, just to make you understand like how do we use this. Next, what are the software required? Okay, hope you are all having Visual Studio Code. For the next thing and all, we will be using Visual Studio Code. Look here, Visual Studio Code. So for the next programs, we will be using Visual Studio Code. You should have the Python in your system, and then the Visual Studio Code. I think college laptops, college desktop already it is downloaded. If you are getting your own desktop or the laptop, you have to download this. You have to download Python as well as download and install the Visual Studio Code. So if you are not having that, this is what is required for the next programs. Next programs we will be using this thing. So you have to go to the net, say download Python, then it will just give you the link, download, and then next one is Visual Studio Code. So these are the two software we will be using. Okay, we'll check with the time for lunch. So these are the two things required. Okay, so I will show you the next program, how to do it. Hope everyone done the first program? Yes? Okay. I will show you how to do the second program. We need a chartboard, that is a command line chartboard. Command line chartboard, I cannot do it in the Google Colab. For this, we will be using Python and Visual Studio Code. How to do and I will show you. Just make a note of all these things. Even you can, if you are able to see now, as per this, after the lunch you can go home. That's what they are telling. Okay, we will take 15 more minutes. I will make all the steps. So first you have to download the Python and then Visual Studio Code. If you don't have, then you can go back and download and come. Otherwise you can download here also. I will tell you all the steps. Make a note of all the steps. Okay. So all of you concentrate on the screen. Don't do anything now. Look at the screen. So the first thing is you should download the Python. If you don't have, for those people if you don't have in your laptop or the desktop, college desktop, everything is there. How do you check whether Python is already installed? Go to the search cmd command prompt. Just type Python -version. Python -version. If you check, that means if the Python is installed, you will get like this. Can you all check in your system If you just check this in the system, Python, in the search, Windows search, in Windows search, type CMD, means command prompt, and then in command prompt, type Python hyphen version. You should get some version of the Python. Okay, just check and let me know how many of you are having the Python version. What you have to do? CMD. Just type CMD. Press enter. Okay, just type Python hyphen version. Just type Python hyphen version. It is not there, but Python is there. Just say Python hyphen version. Okay, so some people Python is installed but the path is not set. Okay, tough ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Python space hyphen version. So this is Python space hyphen version. So it is Python space hyphen version. After Python there is a space. There is a space after this hyphen version. Python space hyphen version. Okay, you are getting 3.11.5 right in the college. Okay, so sometimes Python is installed, path is not set. How to do it and all we tell you. How many of you are getting Python version when you said you are getting the version of the Python? That means Python is installed, path is also set. Sometimes Python is installed, path is not set, then you are not getting that. Then I will tell you how to fix that also. Right? So this is the first thing you have to do. After this, just search whether you have Visual Studio Code. Search whether you have the Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. So again, to go to the. Okay, let me repeat. See, this is what you have to do. Python hyphen version like this. You can see you have to give the space. Some people have not given the space. Python space hyphen version. Right? The next thing is search whether you have Visual Studio Code, VISUAL Studio Code. See, Visual Studio Code. If you don't have the Visual Studio Code, you have to download and install. You have to download and install the Visual Studio Code. See here, Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. So, if you don't have the Visual Studio Code, what you have to do? You have to download and install the Visual Studio Code. How do you download and install the Visual Studio Code? Just go to the net. I think in the college system it's all there. Download Visual Studio Code Community Edition. You can say download Visual Studio Code Community Edition. You can say download Visual Studio Code Community Edition. Right? So then you will get the second link. Just try the second link. Visual Studio Code second link is there. Okay, this is the second link you will get. In that second link, just you can download. This is the second link. See here. This is the second link. You can take a photo also if you want. So this is the link. From this link you can download and install the Visual Studio Code. So here you can see, you can just click on the Windows, right? Click on the Windows, it will get downloaded and then click and install. Okay, if you are having Mac and all different, but for Windows, just click on this and then install. Okay, so these are the two things required. What are the two things? As I mentioned, first is the Python and then the Visual Studio Code. Right? So these two things are required. So now I will show you how to write like a chart bot kind of a thing, but it is a command line chart bot. The second program is about the command line chart bot. I will show you all the steps how to configure and all in a Visual Studio Code. Then we will see how do we work on this. So first is you have to download the Visual Studio Code if it is not there, and then download the Python, and the path should be set. If the path is not set, then we will tell you how to set that up. If you set Python hyphen version, you are getting the version means the path is set. Okay. So now let me do one thing. I will create this folder. I will create a folder. Create following folders. Same thing we will do here in Windows. Generative and then programs and then cohere. Sorry, chart box. Right? So I am creating these folders. What are the folders? Generative programs. Under the Generative programs. Under the programs chart box. Under the programs chart box. So I will be creating these folders. Where do I create these folders? Hope you see this. I will go to the. So this is your okay, Kasturi Nagar Generative workshop. Here I have the. Okay, let me zoom in. Magnify. You can create anywhere. Okay. So see here, I am creating under this Generative workshop. I am creating a new folder. Right click, new folder. Don't give any space when you are creating a folder. Programs. Same thing, whatever is there in the Git, right? Same folder structure I create. Under the programs, what I have cohere. Sorry, chartbot. Right? Chartbot. So I created this folder, Generative workshop, and then programs, and then the chartbot. Right? So I created this folder. Say I created this folder, Generative workshop, right? Generative workshop, programs, and then the chartbot. I created this. So you can create in any drive. So this is the folders I created, right? So I created this folder. Let me go here and show you. So I created this folder. I am having Generative workshop, programs, and the chartbot. In this folder, I am going to now paste the second program. The second program I am going to do it. So how do I do? I open a Visual Studio Code and I will do it. Okay. So in this, you can directly, you can do one more thing. You can directly paste this code inside this and run it without Visual Studio Code. Also, we can do it. Okay. So let me do that option. I will do without Visual Studio Code. See here, after the programs, chartbot is there, right? Chartbot. Inside the chartbot, what I will do? I will download the second program. Where is the second program? In the Git, right? I go to the Git. This time what I will do? I will download the second program. I won't just copy paste. Go to the second program. See here. This is the second program. When I click on the second program, okay. It is coming up. So I am opening the second program. So I am opening the second program. Okay, look here. This is the second program. Go here, command line chartbot. Select this program. If you click on the program, there will be a download link will be there. There will be a download link. If I in the Git, click on this program. When I click on this program, there will be a download link. Okay, it is opening. Click on this.